The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Two of the 7 contenders for the Lamar Hunt Trophy are set, and we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Here's a give up the middle. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
They motion the tight end over. 2nd and 10 now. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Fields. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds right now at the 40-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Hauled in by Garindo. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackle made by Nehemiah Pritchett.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Another throw for Fields. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason.
Don't jump. Ready?
a stop after a small push to the 5. He gets him 3. This brings up 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down. Here we go.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Stopped for no gain, and it leaves them 6 yards out on 3rd and goal.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
They motion the slot man right. On 3rd and goal, here's Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The Steelers calling their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. And a short gain only as he gets up to the 37. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Ritter. Dumped off to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 40 on 2nd down. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Butker on now to kick this one away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. This is ahead for about 5. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Austin put in motion right. From the 41. Cut for big yards on the right side. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a second quarter lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Ritter setting up to throw. On the move, headed right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Fields on first down. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. And he's out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He stopped at the 17. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the 17. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Isaac Guerrero with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
This one is up and good. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's trying to... It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Steelers are able to get the return down to the 40-yard line before they're stopped. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Fields throwing here. That's complete to Guerrero. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 yards on the play. That's good for us Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They send him left out of the slot. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He's on the move. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So they'll decline this and take the results. Taking option to the right on first down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Offense to the line for second down.
Here we go.
And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Only 2 yards on the run, and they're left with 3rd and 11.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Fields on 3rd. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now a give running right. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back to the well again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone in line. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 40. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Ritter looking to throw. Complete over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Fits it through the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll come up 1st and 10. He brings it in. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Kickoff taken at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. First down throw for Fields. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll get this up close to the 40 before going out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Steelers first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. Looking to throw. He beams one deep right side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Breaks the tackle, still going. And the Chiefs do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. He fields it from the 8. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's dropped at the 37 after pushing this forward a bit. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. And 3rd and short.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, it keeps that defense guessing.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Back now, pressure on its way. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Blown back, gets the handoff. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
Now he'll